I know this guy as the ace of the low A ball Watertown Indians 1995 championship. Ross Atkins.
Yeah. Really?
Ross, tell us about that really quick before we get going to the Blue Jay stuff. Tell us about one of the biggest starts you've ever had in the championship game when you and I were the same team in 1995, Watertown, New York.
Hey, listen, man, it was special. One of my favorite memories, actually, of my minor league career is winning that championship there. I mean, there really is. And Joel Skinner, our manager, something you can never take away from anybody.
Joel Skinner.
Yeah, it was a special time, man. But I'd rather tell Sean Casey's stories.
Did you happen to go through Kinston?
Oh, of course, man. It's like the best place in baseball. Are you kidding?
I was going to say, no offense to Kinston, that might be the worst place I've ever been in my life. I ate eggs omelet at a bait and tackle shop.
Dude. Kinston's
fighting for my life. Thursdays. All right, let's get into it.
Let him tell his Sean Casey story. Go ahead.
Oh, you want one? All right. So you know what? It's actually I wish there was some humor to it. You know, I mean, Case is the best storyteller on the planet. The energy but this is more of a character one and it speaks to the just person and player that he was when he got traded for Dave Burba. The whole organization's in tears, and we go to Outback Steakhouse with Bruce Avon, Mark Budzinski. And Bruce Avon's telling Case, hey, man, all you got to do is this year just hit like 250 and you'll be fine. You don't have to, do anything special. It's not, just hit like 250. And Case is like moving in his chair. Like, man. He leaves later. He's like, I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to hit 250.
That's so good.
Give me the sweet potato on the side, cinnamon, and some sugar and a steak at the Outback.
Oh, it's great. Ross, obviously we have to talk some baseball with you. I mean, you run one of the 30 teams. So the Blue Jays, I heard there were reports you guys were seriously considering Justin Verlander before he signed a 2-year deal with the New York Mets. How serious was that pursuit?
Well, I mean, I think every team that is in a winning cycle is seriously considering a pitcher of that caliber, and we certainly were. It felt mutual. It felt over the last couple of years that he was excited about our team, excited about the city, and it didn't work out. But, incredible pitcher. It's an easy one to consider and an easy one to picture in your
So there was a moment where you liked your chances?
Over the last couple of years, I would say for sure. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's too bad that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Ross,
great pitcher.
For me, when I look at this staff, I think you have one of the best staffs in the game. But you bring on Don Mattingly to be the bench coach. What went into their thinking there?
Yeah, I mean, one of the most exciting things about that for us is the way that John Schneider embraced it. I think John Schneider is going to be exceptional. He already has been. Yeah. He's an incredible part of our organization, an incredible part of where we are today. And he was just very excited about the potential of that and what that meant for his growth, what that meant for our players. And then, being around Don Mattingly, people talk about all the time, people that have different set of experiences or have an eye for certain things. And when you get a different lens into thinking about Vladdy and Bo and Kevin Biggio and all of our different players, and just talking to Donnie about those players has been really, really exciting. So I'm most excited for our players, for that set of experiences, for a player of that caliber, a manager of that caliber. I mean, one of the best sets of experiences in the game. So I fired up for Schneid's and fired up for our players.
All right, me and Case are real into clubhouse chemistry, right? You traded away Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s best buddy.
I'm glad you asked.
Teoscar. And I was kind of like, wow, that's an aggressive. I know you needed help in the bullpen. You like what you got back, but that's a tough sell to a lot of those guys in the clubhouse. I'm not there, but I don't know. But kind of take me through the thoughts there.
Yeah, I mean, Teo's great, man. He's one of my favorite humans. He really is. He is a very, very nice man. He is a warm-hearted individual, awesome to his team. Our players did love him for sure, but we've got a lot of guys in that clubhouse that are loved and respected and embraced. George Springer, Matt Chapman, Bo, Vladdy, Kevin. I mean, I can keep going. Kevin Gossman, Alec Manoah. There is so much character and so much joy in that clubhouse that we could handle it.
Nice.
Speaking about Matt Chapman, I mean, a lot of great players in that clubhouse, a lot of great people. He seems like he's become that leader in that clubhouse. What's impressed you most about him?
Oh, man. I mean, the guy's being around Marcus Semien a couple of years ago and watching his routines, and everybody talked about the impact he had on Oakland. And when Marcus was here, all he could talk about was Matt Chapman. So then experiencing Matt Chapman firsthand and seeing how, I mean,
he can flat play D.
Oh, it's
I watch every night.
It's the most
He makes
ridiculous
it.
thing I've
I'm
ever
telling
seen.
you.
Yeah.
No offense to Nolan Arenado, who I think's best defender. This dude.
How he didn't win the Golden Glove? No, I mean, it is. I mean, it really is. It really is. It is so fun on a daily basis, on a nightly basis to see. I don't know how the ball always finds his glove. It is unbelievable, no matter the angle.
Yeah, he's great. Before we let you go, how would you rank your needs right now for the Toronto Blue Jays? Rotation depth,
Brandon Nimmo,
an extra outfielder, or cashing in on your surplus of catchers and making sure you strike while the iron's hot there. Where would you rank those three categories? One being the most important.
1, 2, and wouldn't even rank the third. Like, we don't need to trade our catching. We're in such a good position. You know, we can for sure. I mean, we have to consider that. There's a lot of interest in it. But we'll acquire a starting pitcher, certainly looking to offset the subtraction of Teoscar, thinking about the handedness, and it could be more than one player that helps us do that. But we're more focused on the run prevention, and we'll be open-minded on the trade front.
All right. Alejandro Kirk's one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
Were you
I've
able
heard that before.
Were you able to get out of the suite? Besides this, did you get out of the suite a little bit?
Yeah, Case and I were bouncing around outside. You know, like we had we got to eat.
Yeah, we went out eating. Took a walk today. Nice sunny weather.
No.
Yeah, right.
We're a parka.
Don't bash San Diego. Come on.
I love San Diego.
You're in
It's
Montclair,
great.
New Jersey. Like, it's freezing out here.
Ross Atkins, thank you so much for telling stories. That was awesome.
All right, Greg.
We
Thanks,
really
Ross.
enjoyed
Thanks,
it.
guys.
You're the best,
GM
dude.
of the Toronto Blue Jays.